Hi, this is Tony Hernandez Pumarejo, your purpose driven life coach, also motivational speaker, consultant, writer, and so much more. I would like to welcome you to this new video here on my YouTube channel. And if you haven't done so, please subscribe to my channel. That way you can keep updated, and up to date with all my content. Follow me on social media. If you like to, and also if you like to learn more about my coaching service and learn about the different services that I provide, please visit and subscribe to my website, tonyhernandezpumarejo.com, so that way you can learn more about me, who I am, what I do, and about my services, and see if there's a way in which I can help you. Hey, even doing this video already, hopefully if you can get something from this video that can help you in your life, no matter who you are, where you're from, or where you are in life right now, if you can take one thing from this video that can make that difference in your life, then I would have done my job, especially as a life coach. So let us begin. Today I want to talk about this video. This is based on a recent experience that I had a couple of days ago, which had a profound impact on me, and it got me into this state of reflection. Reflecting in regards to this lesson that I got just a couple of days ago. I went to this meeting from my church. They have different societies in my church, and one of them is, one of those societies is focused on helping the people that are most in need. I don't like to say the word poor. I don't like to say that word, but people and human beings that are in need in the community. And I came to their, weekly meeting a couple of days ago, to learn more about the work that they do. And it was pretty interesting learning about what they do and how they help families and human beings that are in need in the community. But there was one thing that I got the most from that meeting, which that had like a profound impact on me, and I would like to share that with all of you in this video. So, if you haven't done so, if you want to learn more about this lesson, then please stay tuned to find out. As I was saying, I went to this meeting of, as I said, one of the societies in my church, and I learned more about this organization, which is called the Saint Vincent Paul, or let me correct myself, the Society of Saint Vincent de Paul. Basically, it's a Catholic charity, because I go to Catholic church. That's my faith, and I go to mass, but I wanted to learn more about my parish, more about the work that they do in the community. And I was able to learn about the different programs like financial assistance, food assistance, housing assistance, what they do to help those families that are struggling right now. Because the reality is that no matter where you are or where you're from, in your surroundings and your communities, there's a lot of people out there that are in need. They're going through a very, very tough time, and a lot of times we don't realize that, or we even talk about it, but we don't a lot of times we don't focus too much on our surroundings, because we are focused on ourselves and focus on our environment, especially that device that is in front of me that is recording this video, which most of the times, especially in today, we spend our times and our faces looking at that device, which is the phone. So a lot of times we don't pay too much attention to what is going on in our surroundings. And one thing that caught my attention, and quite frankly had the most profound impact on me, was that one of the people that are volunteers with the society, she works with this, with the families that are in need, with people that are in need of the community, and she was doing a report in terms of their needs, and the things they're struggling with. Then she mentions, of course, struggles with financial assistance, struggles, financial struggles, food struggles, health struggles, family struggles, And but there was one thing that in which, based on what she said, that these families that she worked with feel that they were struggling the most, and that is the importance. They said that these families and people in the community felt like they were not important to society, that they feel like they don't matter to others, that they feel ignored, they feel, abandoned, that they're not understood, and that had a profound impact on me, and it caused me to reflect, for several days in regards to having so many people out there. A lot of times in our society, not all but most, tend to look down at the homeless. They tend to look down at those people that are most in need, and there's a lot of judgment in regards to the to homeless people or families that are going through need. That's the reality, just to be blunt with you guys. And you know and for them to say, these families to say, that the thing that they struggle with the most was not financial struggle, was not health struggle, was not struggling to get food, but the struggle to belong, to be, to have meaning in this society, that had a profound impact on me. And we don't know, and this is not necessarily in regards to the people that are struggling in the community in terms of financial resources, food and health, but also it can go to other levels, economic levels in society. You can have a person that is middle class, or a person that is rich, or and also different cultures, different backgrounds. A person, regardless of where they are and where they came from, there are times in life in which they may feel like that way, like they feel like that they're not important to this society, that they're not important and they don't mean much to people, that they let me think that they don't care about him, about her. And and we have to realize is that no matter where you are and where you come from, you're here for a reason. If you're watching this video right now and you're going through a struggle right now, regardless, it doesn't, it could be any struggle. Because again, each person that is watching this video is different, and they have their own stories and their own process. But no matter who you are, your ethnicity, your sex, your religion, your cultural background, your special need or disability, it doesn't matter. A lot, at some point in your life, there has been a time in which you felt like you were not important and you didn't matter because of what you were going through. But I'm here to tell you, if you're watching here right now, and if you have the opportunity to watch me or to listen to me, I'm here to tell you that that's not true. If you're here, if you're breathing here, you're here for a reason, and you're important. You're very important. Especially, you're important for the ultimate being, the creator that brought you to this world. For me, that is Christ. That's Jesus Christ through the cross, the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. But it can be, you have your own faith and what you believe. As I said, I don't impose my beliefs on anybody. The most important thing here is that you're here for a reason, you're here for a purpose, and you are important if you're here at this moment. You're here for a reason, and no matter what we're going through, so we have to, like, my invitation, I have a question for everybody that is watching this video right now is, has there been a time in your life, whether it's recent or years ago, had there been a time in your life that you felt that you didn't matter in this world? Has there been a time in which you felt like you didn't matter in this world, and how you were able to overcome that, or you're still struggling with that? That's important because each of us here is for a reason. All of us have our own process. This world that we live in, that is very superficial and a lot of times fake based, especially with the tools, with social media. Which again, I don't blame the social media tool. Social media is awesome, can be, if it is used for the right reasons, of course. But it can create these false expectations around everybody and you create the illusion out there that you're behind, that you don't matter, that you're not important, that you're a loser, any negative thought, any negative emotion that you go through. What you have to realize is that you matter, you are important. A lot of times you may feel like, you know, you may feel like nobody cares about you or nobody understands you. And trust me, I don't talk about this just because I'm a life coach or saying a motivational speaker out there. I'm saying that because I have lived through that. I come here, doing this content not to say things because I pull myself as a life coach or motivational speaker. No, I talk about situations that I have personally gone through in my life that had a profound impact in my life, and how those experiences helped me shape to be the person that I am today. And for me, it's very important as a life coach to share those experiences with you, so that way if there's one thing that you can take from my experience that can help you in your life, then I would have done my job as your life coach. And so again, I've gone through struggles. A lot of times I felt like I was not important. In fact, that had a profound impact on my mental health. Got me to high levels of depression, suicide thoughts. I felt like, that if I was not here, nobody's going to notice it. But if I would have done that horrible mistake that I almost made years ago and putting an end to my life, I would have destroyed the lives of people that really care about me, especially my family. And that would have happened. That's the reason why, again, no matter what you're going through in your life right now, and I mean, no matter what you're going through in your life, if you're here, if you're watching me, if you're listening, if you're able to walk, if you're able to breathe, if you're able to listen, and then you are here for a reason. You're important. You're important for me because you're watching me not simply to get views, but you're giving me that trust to share this message for you. I have used this experience especially to help people with special needs and disabilities and autism and mental health through more than 11 and 12 years of my life as an advocate. And now, as a coach, I want to use those experiences to help you. So hopefully, this lesson this thing that I taught to you today can be helpful for you. If you have any questions, any comments, anything you like that you agree or don't agree, please let me know. Write down the comments below. And if you haven't done so, please again subscribe to my channel. Go to my website. I invite you to learn more about my service. And if you're interested in working with me as your potential coach, then please contact me. I will look forward, and I'll be more than happy to help you. So again, thank you so much for tuning into this video. Again, this has been Tony Hernandez Pumarjo, your purpose-driven life coach, motivational speaker, writer, and consultant and advocate. And until next time, thank you so much. God bless.